Yay, good evening, everybody. This is Benjamin Nwake on Everyday Political Show. And this evening, I have here with me Mr. Frank CFR. Frank, what does this GCFR means for you?
And basically, GCFR is Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. And then me, I believe, say, me, I can be a president one day. So I chose that title for myself.
All right, so you've already given yourself the award before it happens, yeah?
Yeah, so
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's quite commendable.
yeah,
Everyone watching us from Facebook, from YouTube, and from the Everyday Political Facebook show. You guys are all welcome. This evening, Frank, a lot has been
yeah.
happening. I mean, like this week, we've had so many man, if you are joining us, please share, 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 share. Frank, let's go on our Facebook and get these people to know that we are live.
Yeah.
Let me before we get this discussion hot, hot, hot. I know so you're ready to give them hot today. So before I get it, unleash the lion inside of you. You know. Let me oh, network. When you need the network the most, he will disappoint you. I swear. You know.
Yeah.
Can you see us live on your page on the Facebook? I don't know if anybody can see us live. What's
On
going
my
on? Okay, I'm live on my stuff. I'm going to turn this to uh privacy edit public so that people can see us. Yeah. So I've turned it to public. So Frank, if you go on my page, you can now share it
yeah.
back to your own page. I've turned that to public so people can, yeah, so you can share.
Okay.
I'm going to end up sharing it to,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's done.
Yeah, it's done. Good. Please, if you're joining us, please share to your friends, share to your family members. If you want us to bring you up, let us know in the comment section and we'll bring you up to come talk with us. And Frank, so over the weekend, we see people like Toby going around, suspending his campaign and going around the flood affected area. What do you make of those
Yeah.
gestures?
Left to me, that is the best way to reach the people. You have to show them that you feel their pain by coming to be with them. You
Mm,
have to make sure you have to go to them, let them see you. Oh, this guy is going to be he actually feels our pain. That is why he came in. I don't know if you
mm,
noticed, Peter was he used boat, he used canoe. He entered canoe, went to the people, saw the people, went to Bayelsa, went to Anambra, and all that. That is what is supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Feel your people's pain, not all the one that you say you sent money. You sent 50 million. The other one said he sent one other amount that so that to the governors. How will he reach the people? You are sending it to the governor. Do you know if the governors will share it to the people? It doesn't
So
make sense to me.
So you defeat say the governor. So all those like people like Tinubu and Atiku, we say they send 100 million and 50 million. If you say they
Yeah.
just share the money between their friends.
I feel they lost. I feel say all that thing, you no go reach the people. You go see now. You go hear this now. Now just say to me, it's just for the camera. And make we be say we send money. We are coming. Go to the people. Let them see you. At least even Peter Obi, as he even go, he still drop money. He go and he drop money. So what are we talking about? Were they too busy? Were they too busy? They can go now. Why can't they come there? Come and see what your people are going through, so that you will know what to do when you get on that seat. Feel the people's pain. No be say this one no be third party say I hear say dem flood dey here. Go and see it for yourself. It doesn't take
Mm,
them more than 2 3 hours. You don't come up for the place. You don't go take there 1 hour 2 hour. You don't finish, but then they send money. It is well, oh.
okay. I mean, over still during the week, when Bola Tinubu go Kaduna State,
Mm,
there was these Arewa conservative meetings where they invite the three major the three major political candidates, where P2B, Atiku, and Tinubu go there. Make we look into waiting these guys talk for that meeting. You know, everybody gets their own perspective and perception of waiting the fee say they need to do. We hear say Atiku first go the meeting. We hear say Atiku talk say make not love vote for southern candidates, make not love vote for eastern candidates, but make not vote for North. And people come they say Atiku now don't they play the racial game. What do you think about that one when Atiku talk?
You know, to me, he shouldn't have made that statement. You know, he came off at first like say he has traveled wide. He's a Nigerian that knows about
Nigeria. They call her unifier.
He has traveled wide. He's a Nigerian that knows Nigerians, and that the Northerners should vote for a Northerner, not for a Yoruba man or an Igbo man. That is playing that's tribalism as far as I'm concerned. It does not make sense to me. Why not just say vote for me? Do you have to say a Northerner should vote for a Northerner? You can just simply say I'm a Nigerian. I'm one of you. Why don't you? You can vote for me. You don't have to say don't vote for a Yoruba man. Don't vote. It doesn't. No, that is playing. That's tribalism as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, that one Atiku own. Then Tinubu, like the one we can refer to when they talk about climate change. When the people they ask what you go do about climate change, in come make this parable when he talks say the climate change situation be like where you want to have a poison the Holy Communion to a church rat.
That's right.
People come pick on that matter. Say, Oga, you will say no qualified Christian from the north good to be your deputy president. The whole northerners will be Christians. You don't see anybody pick. Now it reached time for you to make parable. You start to use things that are sacred to the Christianity people. You know, when they do parable. When you hear that word, what do you feel?
You know, first of all, he was asked about climate change. So you bring in a rat and then poison Holy Communion. It was out of it. First of all, it had nothing to do with climate change. So he was speaking off point. The first part. Then secondly, when I'm sure you were part of that comment session I had with a friend of mine that we were trying to make it a what's it called religious thing. No, I was like, no. What if a Christian candidate went and used a holy relic from the Muslims as an example? We know what will happen. We know what will happen. It's not as if we're not aware, but because we know they fight. Christians know they fight. But what if a Christian used a Muslim sacred relic as an example, like Tinubu did? We know what if we don't hear one story, they don't burn one church, they don't do one thing. But that is not, I grew up in the north, so I'm not into those religious tribal. I mean, as far as I'm a northerner. But at the same time, what is wrong is wrong. Let's call a spade a spade. Okay.
Now we don't talk about Atiku and the Tinubu. Referring to P2B, El-Rufai talks say in 2013, when P2B was governor of Anambra State, say P2B lock him up for Anambra State because they income monitor election. You know, and this one are the P2B when a lot of our people they carry say like be the messiah of our time. Waiting be your own feeling about that accusation when El-Rufai did P2B, saying like dictator, in law like make people do things where in they.
Well, you see, I think what's his name? El-Rufai forget say when he was asked about that issue of him being locked up in his hotel in 2014, I think, when he was asked about it, he said that when he asked the DSS officer that why am I being kept in my hotel room, and they told him that it was orders from Abuja. So I wonder how Peter Obi's name came into the mix during that interview last week. What has Peter? He said it was Peter Obi, but when he was interviewed in 2014, he said when he asked the DSS officer that came to keep him in the hotel, they said the orders came from Abuja. So now, what do you concern Peter Obi with Abuja now? Because it's election period, because he wants to score. We have all these proofs now. We post that now. Everybody keep quiet. You know?
So you feel say that accusation when Erufai accused P2B, say la false accusation then?
Now, very false accusation. Very, very false. You don't do that. Even and besides that same year, what's his name? Oshomole was the governor of Edo State now. He wanted to go to, I don't know which state. I think he wanted to go to Anambra as well.
Edo State,
when he got to the airport, his flight was grounded. He asked a question.
Hey, my people, anyway, for the watchers, I beg, share. Wherever you did, share. Yeah, my brother, welcome back.
Yeah, network was now.
Yeah. So, make I ask you another question. Because this election, as it turned out, so it be like say like 4 presidential candidates we get. What do you even make of Kwankwaso? It be like say we look on the hear of Kwankwaso that much anymore. But they say for not, say the guy they make moves.
No, Kwankwaso, he has Kwankwaso is a strong candidate, but left to me, Kwankwaso is only strong in the north. You understand? Kwankwaso is a strong northern candidate. He has a stronghold in Kano and then some other states. Yes, he does. Left to me, between if they want to play who go chop for north, who no go chop for north. If na Kwankwaso and Atiku, if they want struggle north, now then go share the vote for there. And then of course other candidates like Obi and Tinubu go still collect. So at the end of the day, Kwankwaso will only thrive in the north. Kwankwaso, to me, he won't thrive in the south. He won't thrive in the southeast or the southwest. He will thrive in the north. So Kwankwaso's presidential ambition is a northern one. Left to me, or that's how I see it. It's my opinion. He doesn't have sway in the south. In the south at all, it does not. Only in the north.
So people they talk say a vote for Kwankwaso and a vote for P2B, a vote for APC, because they look and say if naturally say like 2 presidential candidates we get for this election, you understand? Say P2B go eat into Atiku vote for the south, and Kwankwaso go eat into Atiku vote for the north. You believe what in this people they talk, or you get your own perception about them?
No, Kwankwaso go collect part of northern what they call them, votes for sure, because he is very strong in the north. He's he's a strong man in the north, very, very strong, They like him for not to, I know go lie you, because of his antecedents in Kano, of what he did, he did well in Kano, and so they love him there.
Even as a governor, he did very well.
So if we do, when they go share the vote, they go share that vote, confirm. That vote will be shared with Atiku and Kwankwaso, and then basically that's it.
But what about the one where they talk say P2B go share Atiku vote for the south?
You hear me?
Yeah, they hear you. Network wahala for Nigeria, not the left person they see road. Yeah. I painted 2 pictures. They say Kwankwaso go chop Atiku vote for north and P2B go chop Atiku vote for south. What you get to talk about the P2B one?
Okay, Peter will be in the south. Well, as you can see now, Peter Obi has the youths on his side. You understand? From all the rallies we've attended and those we have covered, we've seen, we can see that people love this man. Nigerians don't tire. Bros, so you don't reach to tire. You can't have these same people who want to be ruling us for the rest.
Hey, my people.
Nigerians are tired. So you hear me, bros?
I hear you. Should say they cut, but we still hear you.
So he's going to get those votes from all over. It might not be as much as we expect in the north, but in the southeast and other parts, he will surely get.
So looking at these 4 presidential candidates, let us assess their strength, their area of strength in terms of geopolitical zone. Make we start with Tinubu. Where you say Tinubu gets strength for Nigeria?
Tinubu, Southwest, pass that one. Tinubu, strength no pass Southwest at all. No pass Southwest at all at all. Go now for to me, except what do they call them? Then do those normal, as they do election for Nigeria now. They go sort people out. And they go use money. Tinubu vote no to me, no pass Southwest. No pass Southwest. Last if you use in sway of Shetima, get votes from Borno State and maybe Zamfara and some Sokoto. What do you mean name? Kwankwaso go share their votes, all of them.
Okay. So then where can be the strength of Atiku then?
Atiku, you see, let me put it this way. If it was in 2019, Atiku gave 2019. Atiku gave what's his name? Buhari is wrong
for his money.
Left. Atiku won that election. They no agree give him. He win the election. That is the truth. We follow that election. Now Atiku win the election. They just do and say go fit collect this thing. But at the end of the day, I think then we now Peter Obi came. He was with them. Atiku in PDP. They now refuse. They come drive him out and push him out. They will call and say, we can't.
Sorry, bros. Frank, you said they push Peter Obi come out for PDP. How? Who push and come out?
Now they bully that man come out. Say what do you mean name? Wike. Say my man, but sometimes we have to tell him the truth. If you say Wike allow Peter Obi for that PDP, now Peter Obi for PDP candidate. Forget the money where Atiku get waiting. Now Wike go feeling that he could win it. He could go against anybody and win it. He bullied Peter Obi out of it. And then Peter Obi called and said, why I want to struggle with these people when I can go somewhere else and still have a platform to myself? PDP is not the only party in Nigeria. So it doesn't make sense. I can go to another place and still have the same effects that I have. And then as he moved to Labour now, the whole Nigeria come out say, if no BOV, nothing will happen. The whole youth come outside. So you understand, bros, this matter, we don't tire. We want a greater and a better Nigeria. We can't keep on like this. We can't continue like this. The same thing, year in, year out. The same election, year in, Abba. Every 4 years, they had different nonsense promises. Nothing will still come outside inside. You don't understand? It doesn't make sense. We need to move forward. Nigeria is a great country, but see us we did.
Since you mentioned Wike, what do you think about what Wike they do to PDP? They say he hold PDP for pennies.
He hold them for balls. That guy hold them. He hold them well. You know, understand? They made it. Is it a plan? It wasn't a plan. Okay, they agreed that if the candidate comes from the north, the chairman comes from the south.
Go to the south.
It was an agreement that was made. Atiku won the candidacy. Okay, naturally, once it should step down, is that not so? Let them choose somebody from the south. Doesn't have it can be a Yoruba person, it can be a Rivers person, it can be a Igbo person, as long as it's from the south. You understand? But they hold on to the thing because of the plans where they don't get with the name, Ayu guy. The plan where they don't get with them, they held on to it. I saw a what's it called, a press the other day that Wabara gave that Ayu will step down after the presidential election. Does that make sense? You guys had an agreement with these people. So how do you expect, if you don't honor agreement, how do you expect them to now back you in anything? They will not back you now. I know the Wike Nama always a big vengeance. He's a very vengeful person. He no go forgive you. He must do it in their mind. Man. It's very strong, small, mighty man.
So you believe, say, the fight where Wike they fight inside PDP, if it cost PDP this election?
Wike, you guys, as you can see, is endorsing other candidates from other parties. You understand? And then Wike already
go Lagos to go endorse Sanwo-Olu against Jadon when he don't campaign for before. Hello, bros. I said we see him now inside this.
That's the thing. he talk say if to say what you mean name someone who know they work, no be friend if I no come. Say he only support those that are working, that are doing the job. That's why he's supporting someone. But I know someone the issue you get with PDP and make and do all these things. You know, say that guy if they don't meet that agreement, that guy will not come out to support them. Over 50,000 people will go help and monitor election for Rivers State. The guy is ready for them.
Okay. Somebody say make the drop. Say it would be wise for them to drop the PDP national chairman. You feel say if they drop that chairman now, I ain't gonna say please go return for PDP. Abi done too late already. Hey, my people, anyway, for the watchers, I beg, please share and invite your friends to come join us. You know, as it be now, network wahala for Nigeria, not they make a Bros Frank, they catch up well, you know. So share and join us. Will they look the presidential candidates, the front runners, will they contest for this election to see their prospects and their chances? What they intend to do for us. You understand? Where we get people like Atiku, we still get people like Obi, we get people like Tinubu. Funny part be say, we get somebody like Kwankwaso too. Funny part be say, these four people were in power at the same time. During the process of 1999 to 2007, you know, Obi was governor, Kwankwaso was governor, Tinubu was governor, and Atiku was vice president. So these four main guys that want to lead us have been in power at the same time. So we can actually check their antecedents and know, you know, if they are worth it. A lot of young people, they root for Obi, say like Obi go be our next messiah. You understand? Considering the fact, say, in they financially prudent, we don't hear them, we don't see what they talk about finance, how in work very well as the governor of Anambra State, you know. Then again, we don't see what in Atiku do as vice president, because we remember, so when Atiku be vice president, he was actually in charge of the economic affairs of Nigeria, you know. So we can actually say we know what he was able to do. People talk, say, like him bring people like Okonjo-Iweala, like him bring people like El-Rufai, you know, all the star people for sorry, the message Bros Frank. All the star people for that Obasanjo Atiku administration, say Atiku bring them come, and we can attest to the fact that they brought communication, like they make us everybody can't get handsets, everybody feel they make calls and things like that. They bring internet come. Before then, all these things not in Nigeria. So you could look at what Atiku has actually done as a vice president. Then you can look at what Tinubu did as a governor of Lagos State. People say like him be the father of new Lagos. Now him be the father of the modern Lagos. Now him bring modernization come Lagos. Don't forget, say like him still bring Fashola to rule after him. After Fashola, he bring Abode. After Abode, he bring this Sanwo-Oluwa Day now. So you can look at what all these guys have done as people who have actually presided over their states. Then now we look at P2B, what he did as the governor of Anambra State, you know. So these are the things that we can actually look at and then say, okay, this is the reason why I'm voting for this person, and this is the reason why I'm voting for this person. The same thing with Kwankwaso from Kano State. He was governor of Kano State between 1999 to 2003 and between 2007 to 2011. You can look at what he did as the governor of Kano State. You can now say, okay, this is the reason why I'm voting for these people. Wait till we want like better Nigeria. Wait till they ask for like make people not say their vote. Make we sit down, make we critically look at all these candidates before we say we didn't vote for them. Because at the end of the day, the future of Nigeria lying there at stake. Make we not come vote person where you go be say you go kill Nigeria finish. Because this one when Nigeria dey so they don't talk say Buhari don't carry Nigeria go backward by 60 years. So may we not come put another person who will carry us go backward further. You understand? And that person will go lift us up from this dungeon where Nigeria find itself. You see what in exchange rate be to dollar today? Exchange rate of naira to dollar when Goodluck Jonathan was leaving power was about 280. Is it 280 or 220? One of them, you know. But at the moment, exchange rate from naira to dollar now are about 750. That is quite a lot. So a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people can't afford meal. Today, we hear say a bag of rice from Nigeria la 50,000 naira. Whereas in 2015, a bag of rice was 8,000 naira. Today, a bag of rice is 50,000 naira. That's like 500 times, you know, the price it used to be. So at the end of the day, you know, we are in a very, very, very bad situation when it be say we need to take this election all serious. We need to take the election serious because if at the end of the day say we'll not take this election serious, Nigeria will pay for it. You and I will pay for it. Nobody is free. Look at the insecurity level in Nigeria. People cannot travel between the Abuja-Kaduna road anymore because of insecurity. People say maybe they use train. Even people who call they use train and they kidnap them from train. You remember the people they kidnap for train when it be say their family pay hundreds and hundreds of millions to get them released and things like that. So the security situation is not safe. The economic situation is very, very bad. So the social life. Only yesterday here, there was a video trending on social media about a young man that committed suicide at the lagoon. You know, the guy jumped, people they beg him. He say, no, say life, don't tire me. Jump inside the lagoon. And that was it. That is the suffering that Nigerians are going through. That we don't read the place when it will be say, we will say enough is enough. This election is make or break for Nigerians. So the better we take it serious, the better we look at it critically and vote for the right person, the person that we think will do well by us, will do well for us, and will do well for our children, that we lay a foundation that we can now say we are in the path of recovery, because that is what we need. We are in a very bad path at the moment. We need to be in the path of recovery, where we become like Obigo talk, where we become a producing nation than a consuming nation. Everything today we dey import, fuel we dey import. We dey produce petroleum, we dey produce oil, but we dey import petroleum. So we go produce, we go sell, you know, and we go call him how much we sell them. Then how much we will take they bring them back. So you see that the country keep running at a loss. Either way, any way you want to look at the country, they run at a loss. Look at the budget that was presented to us. The budget of is it about 20 trillion? You know, inside that 20 trillion, you know, our revenue like 11 trillion naira. Then that means we have to borrow 9 trillion naira to fund our budget. 9 trillion naira. Might break this thing down, make una understand that well. It just be like you as a man or as a woman, we get house where only you they live, you and your children, like you be the head of the house. You understand? Your salary at the end of the month like 5,000 naira, but your rent at the end of the month like 8,000 naira. That means at the end of the month, when they pay your 5,000 naira, you go look for 3,000 naira extra from somewhere to join pay your rent. You love her chop, you love her carry your children go school, you love her buy clothes for your children, you love her buy clothes for yourself, you love her buy food. Peking lost sick or you sick, you can't say you go hospital. So we are living on borrowed money every single year. We keep borrowing, and now we dey take about 6 trillion to finance the debt we don't borrow already. So that means inside that 20 trillion where they praise Mr. Presido budget for us as our destiny, 6 trillion inside like to service our debt, not be to pay our debt, to like to service, to pay the interest with our debt. So the debt we are not paying, we are using 6 trillion to pay the interest with the debt. So at the end of the day, when you see all these that are going on in our country, it's about time, we say enough is enough. This is the time for us to actually, as a people, for once, not sell our vote. How much they could give us? 4,000 naira. How much the 4,000 naira to dollar safe? 4,000 naira like about $5. $5, you go sell your vote for $5 for 4 years. For $5, you go sell your vote. If you go Mama Put today, how much you go take $5? How much you go take 4,000 naira chop for Mama Put? Like what you go see that you chop finish now? You chop and finish now. Now another 4 years again, and you go wait until they will come give you bribe again. My people, they say, Pikin will not get papa and mama. When he hear, when they advise the one we get papa and mama, he go collect his own advice for that place. Since say we get leaders, we not care about us. This is the time for us to make sure, say, we make the right choice. Unfortunately, we don't get Bros Frank back. The conversation they get very, very interesting, as Brother Frank get a very good political view about things that are happening in Nigeria. But anyway, we go draw the curtain for here. You understand now. Thanks for everybody who joined us. Thanks for everybody who shared our video. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Make una stay well, and good night. Don't forget, your vote is your power. Your power to make the change that we need in Nigeria. Use it wisely. Don't sell your vote for anything. It's not worth it. It's not worth the 4,000. It's not worth the 10,000 naira they're going to give to you. Don't sell your vote for anything. Mona, stay well, and good night, my people.